In this video, we are about to go road tripping in the Invicar. Absolutely overjoyed to be hitting the road again. We are on our way to the NEC Classic Motor Show. At the time of publication of this video, that is this very weekend coming. So looking forward to meeting so very many of you. It's going to be splendid. 3 years since Tuck and myself were last at that show, so it's going to be great. Hanging out on the stand with Matt of Furious Driving and Steph of iDriver Classic. We're not taking a very linear route. Today is Monday. We're actually driving to Shropshire tonight, and then tomorrow we're in Derbyshire to visit the Great British Car Journey Museum again. I've not been since it's all been opened and completed, so I'm looking forward to that. We're going to play with some more cars, and then we're going to go down to the NEC near Birmingham for the Classic Motor Show. Okay then, no fake jeopardy here. This is the first time I've been here since the last video I filmed on Tuck, which was a few days ago. Start the engine up. The mileage is 32652, so 652 is Ellie's capacity. I know for a fact that when we set off to drive to Birmingham 3 years ago, the mileage was 29602, which was when Ellie had just been upgraded to 652 actually, so 602 also a 2CV number, but I'm waffling. Let's start. Almost there. Wakey wakey, come on. Oh, don't keep me waiting, Tuck. Let's try full choke then. This is most uncharacteristic. This is typical. She's got nerves. There we go. There we go. I'm dusting the dashboard, so she's the makeover for the show is complete. Stick her into reverse if I can. No, she won't go into reverse. That's always helpful. Move the handbrake. Oh, she's off. Wait, Tuck. Now she'll go in. So we're running late today. I was meant to have a nice relaxing day today to start making our way to where we need to be. That hasn't gone to plan for various reasons of a family nature, but nonetheless, I'll just ping her back into neutral, leave her warming up. We are getting ready to go, so I'm going to close the doors, park Betty up. We're on our way. Right, the mount has already fallen off the windscreen once. Hopefully it'll stay there. I'm going to have to open the window for some ventilation. Ooh, rolling into Betty. Let's not do that. And we're off. The adventure begins, apparently with some belt squeal. Hopefully that'll go away. Right, here we go then. We're out onto the main road. The journey begins. We're doing about 120 miles today, I think. Really not ideal conditions. It's very damp, but not full-on rain. So all that cleaning I did the other day might have been a waste of time. We'll see. Cruising at 50 miles an hour, noisily for some hours. So Tuck the Invacar is well overdue another adventure. This year all she's done really was the Tuck versus Tuk test we did back in March, I think that was, and then she went to St David's. That was another 100-mile day, so today's going to be more miles than we did on both of those days, and that only gets us part of the way to the Great British Car Journey. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of an effort, but hopefully not too much so. We're currently stuck behind lorries, and don't worry, you're not just going to get my face for this entire trip. We'll soon swap camera angle. Just having a quick pause at Henvenue to reset the camera, and away we go. On the A487 coast road at the moment. I absolutely love this section of road. Just as we're dropping down here, it looks like you're about to drive into the sea. That is Cardigan Bay. So you find NEC, where we send all our stuff off to the post office, kind of towards the bottom of Cardigan Bay, and it curves up beyond Aberystwyth to Borth and Ynys up towards the Dyfi estuary. It's a beautiful part of the world, even on a gloomy day like today. Now I could have got transported or trailered to the NEC, but that's not really how we roll. I mean, after all, cars are for driving, and even though this is going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be noisy, I think we're going to be alright. Look at all these people standing and looking at a hole. That's impressive work there. Good hole staring. Yeah, here we are arriving in Aberaeron, which is like a Georgian town built on a plan. Again, I can refer you to an excellent video by Miss Hubnut when we came here to find out a bit about the history and eat some of the delicious food. He's going for the lay-by. Thank you, Mr. Man. She seems to be going very well today. I reckon we've got a tailwind. That's about 50 miles an hour. It's all about conservation of momentum. You try and lose as little speed as possible whilst not falling over. And then this very steep hill, and here we are arriving in Aberystwyth. This isn't the nicest bit of Aberystwyth, must be said, all retail parks and blooming fast food. But hey, look, we've got mod cons, we've got Tesla superchargers here in Aberystwyth now. How fancy is that? This is Llanbaden Vawr. Vawr standing for big, and I don't know what the Llanbaden stands for. Sanctuary of something. 144.9's not the worst, is it? Oh, cheers, mate. Blooming Audis. We got super on all of these. Yeah. Go. Give you some premium, old girl. 35 miles an hour at the moment. Isn't too bad for Tuck. We've made it. To Hubnut. That's your woodland walks and all sorts that you can do while you're up here. Just a bit further on, but you have to pay for parking up there, so I thought I might as well stay here and have some lunch. Well done, Tuck. Well, sadly the weather has turned somewhat, and what I hoped would be a dry day is now anything but. I am reminded the seal between the lower body and the roof is not in very good condition, and every now and then a huge amount of water comes in. But yeah, it's not the best. Lucky little Tuck is continuing. Oh, we're almost 50 miles in. The weather's trying to improve as we approach the town of Llangery. We're effectively doing the reverse of the trip when I did Tuck versus Storm, but so thankfully the weather isn't quite that bad. But nonetheless, it is a little less than ideal. It is a little damp inside the vehicle. All the buses meet in Llangery, so you come through here at certain times. There are buses everywhere. That's a bit more like it. Lovely. Now we can see the autumn colours coming through. Suspect the rain may not be finished with us yet, but we'll see what happens. Cruising at 55 at the moment. I've just reached Newtown. I'm just going to have a quick peek. She looked like she was dropping a fair bit of oil, but I think that might be one of those misleading things where it looks worse than it is. Yeah, still dropping a little from this side, I think, but she's going well enough. Just check the wheels. Oh, a bit of warmth there. Maybe the brakes are slightly dragging, but I thought I'd take you on a little tour of Newtown. There's not much point doing the bypass because Tuck just doesn't have the performance, especially as the first section is a climb. In fact, there are 2 climb sections on it, and it's just going to slow her down if anything. So let's have a look at Newtown. So for those who are wondering what on earth this little car is, she's an invalid carriage, which isn't a very nice phrase to use. Thankfully we've moved on a bit since then. Wheelchair user, a slightly friendlier way of saying the type of person who would have used it. They were designed to be as simple to drive as possible. Twist and go throttle, just push the handlebars down to brake, steering also by handlebars. Yes, here we are, just coming into the centre of Newtown. It's quite a busy little town. It's got a fair industrial department area, lots of industrial estates. I remember coming out here many years ago when I worked at a nut and bolt company, because there was a company that specialised, custom fasteners, I don't know if they still exist, specialised in all the sort of odd sizes. Probably stock stuff for a 2CV thinking about it. Where are you going, Mr. Focus? You've now crept over the line. Oh, never mind, eh? Oh, I might be regretting my life choices because it looks like the road ahead is closed. They haven't given us any warning of that. That's helpful. Not any diversion route here. I guess not. Presumably we just go down here. We'll see a bit more of Newtown than we bargained on then, I guess. Oh, there we go, a diversion sign. There we go. It's surprisingly historical. I've never driven down here in my life. So there we go. My little plan to have a crafty diversion. Is it even recording? Yes, it is recording. The camera is just confusing me by not displaying anything. Yeah, it's surprisingly historical. Got some lovely old buildings. Well, we've managed to escape Newtown. Heading back to Welsh for the next stop, and then on to Shrewsbury. So yeah, this is looking back at me, driving along. I've got my knee under my left hand to help take the weight, well, not the weight of the handlebars, but you can't lean any weight on the handlebars or you'll start slowing down. So I use that left knee and wrist combo to just give some support. Works well enough. The other foot can go where it likes because there are no pedals. I'm afraid there's some very sad news. Moose Cafe near Welshpool no longer exists. Welshpool itself now has a McDonald's. I wonder how much damage that has done. Yet again, big business wins. Very sad. There was a lovely independent cafe, did some lovely cakes and a really nice cup of tea. I'm gutted. So I'm just going to push on and have a cup of tea at my Airbnb, I think. We're getting on for 90 miles covered. So we've still got about another 30 to go, I think. I will say the pulleys aren't feeling very good at the moment in Tuck. And when I come to a hill, they're not adjusting back down very readily. So I'm losing my momentum before it'll change and get the engine back on peak torque again. I'm not sure what the issue is there. Reached Shrewsbury means we're actually going to tackle a dual carriageway. This hasn't happened for a while. I've decided not to do any motorway on this trip. I know statistically motorways are the safest roads there are, but I don't think that's the case when you're in a little three-wheeler with not very much power that gets blown all over the place. So I think I will stick to the normal roads. Can we get the van and trailer, do you reckon? The race is on, the camera's falling off, it's all go. This is the slowest race there has ever been. The overtake is complete. I'm sorry about my camera. I'm back on the wobbly mount again. There we go, we are doing 60 miles an hour. Briefly. We are doing 65 miles an hour. Which I think is a record for Tuck on the flat. Could not quite get her up to 70, but we did overtake a lorry. So that's not bad going. Here we are, we're in Market Drayton, or on the outskirts thereof. Oh, there's a Daihatsu Charade there. Well, I managed to find it, and here I am. I'm not entirely chuffed about having Tuck so close to the road. I was hoping she was going to be a bit more away than that, but nonetheless I'm going to go and settle in. My mate Andy lives just down the road, so it is possible I might be able to hide her at his, but let's just go and get settled in. That's been quite a long drive, but Tuck has done very well. It's the next morning, and I'm actually editing the video right now. I've just got up to the end of day one. This is day two. This is my nice Airbnb. Very nice. Nice big clock. You can just see Tuck hiding behind a fence over there. So yeah, this is where I slept. I was editing in bed this morning, and now we're ready to continue the day. So today we're off to the Great British Car Journey to do some filming there. Very exciting. So better get packed up and head off. Well, it's already gone quite Hubnut this morning. I just checked the oil level and it was a little on the low side. Went to top up, realised I've actually picked up a can of used engine oil. Thankfully I hadn't put very much in before I realised that. But then I found a stash of oil under the seat from my last road trip that I'd forgotten about, but it was only about half a litre in, so it's got to back up, but I'm going to have to get some more oil and now try and get rid of this waste of space oil. So that was well done by me. Let's give a not quite full choke. It's not too cold today. Yeah, not starting brilliantly at the moment, is she? There we go, it sounds ready for action. We'll get the sat-nav set up and we'll be on our way. Right, thought we'd go back to the traditional view just for a change. And we'll head off. We've got about an hour and a half to do, 62 miles. Here we go into the centre of Market Drayton. Lots of lovely historic buildings, sort of Tudor era buildings in places. So Tudor means the time of Henry VIII and that lot, so some proper history in this place. Tuck and I are now at loggerheads. No, not metaphorically, we actually were. I think we've just left loggerheads. What a strange name. Lots of dual carriageway today it seems. Very boring. Livened up by the odd truck overtaking. Just cruising at 50. Oh, here comes another plant truck. I don't like these. The air coming off the back of them is so turbulent. I've come from Germany, pick up some JCBs. Oh yeah, that's whoa! That's not fun. The camera's probably stabilising it all out, but I got blown all over the place. Now, square container should be a bit better. We'll give him a flash when he's clear. There you go, mate. He gives me a thank you. Yeah, it's not quite so scary. So I've activated main beam, so that when I flash my headlights it's full main beam. I haven't got a headlamp flasher unfortunately. The stalk has that functionality, the car itself does not. It's a Renault or some sort. I've driven one of those, I think. Whoa. Oh, that one from Spain. There you go, sir. And a thank you from Mr. Spaniard. Oh, he's giving it all the flashes. You just flash because it's so hard to know where the back of the trailer is. So you're just confirming you're clear. You're not going to hit me if you come across now. We have reached Derbyshire. That's an achievement. Well done, Took. Also got off the dual carriageways, so that's a relief. But we are nearing the end of this Great British Car Journey. To the Great British Car Journey. Ooh, lost in 3 litre there, did you see that? The Great British Car Journey. It's going to be so interesting because I've not been here since they opened. Oh, we have to go this way round, no right turn. And here we go. There you go. Marvellous. Well, we made it to the Great British Car Journey, but we've actually had a bit of a change in running order. Going to be driving this Austin 7, this little Mini, and this beautiful Rolls-Royce Silver Spirit. So we'll be able to see all those in a future video. They're all part of the drivedadscar.com scheme here at the Great British Car Journey Museum. It's day 3, and there are 2CVs everywhere, which can only mean one thing. Yes, we're at peak 2CV. Tuck spent the night here, so she was undercover. And I'm going to have a go at resetting the points gap because she's not running perfectly at the moment.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Given all I did really was check the oil before I left. So we'll just swivel that round till the gap's open. Leave my wobbly belts alone. And we'll see what's what. Points gap was all right. We're just giving the idle jet a bit of a blast out with compressed air. Whole part of the service here is happy for anyone to come and do this. Absolutely fine.
I don't think there's anything else you come through there, but...
This is the Derbyshire Invicar specialist now.
No, thank you. There you go. You're welcome to it.
Thank you. I'll see if that's made any difference whatsoever.
I doubt it, actually, because I don't think anything came out of that.
Get it back in, down there somewhere. There we go. Okay, moment of truth time. Need a key. Key might be useful. Let's make sure she's in neutral. She isn't. So there we go. Brake on. Give a choke. Almost. Sounds alright. The belts are looking as alarming as ever, but still going round. Sounds alright.
That sounds a lot better, actually.
Yeah. I mean, she's on choke, but better than she was sounding last night. Right, Derbyshire's noted Invacar specialist is going to drive one. Don't rev the engine is the first thing you do.
Okay.
Because now we've got to wait for the centrifugal clutch to disengage.
Right.
This little lever on the floor.
Yeah.
Pull that to the rearward position. That's about as far as it goes.
Okay.
Twist the handbrake, push it in. And increase engine revs. Do you know how to stop?
No idea.
Push the handlebars down. That's braking.
Right, okay.
Right, revs off.
How do I put it in
You move that forward and you
There.
flick the bungee up. So just bring that up there. Because reasons.
Okay. Steering's heavier than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Push bike.
And away she goes. I hope he remembers how to stop. Oh, beautiful. That was very smooth.
It's scary as hell.
Yeah. Imagine it at 65 miles an hour. Stop.
Right there.
Yeah.
Move the bungee up.
Handbrake in.
I don't know you want it here.
Hold on, your handbrake's not fully home.
Hang on. He's actually making it. No, I want the handbrake on for a minute because I don't want to go anywhere. I'm terrified.
So
Actually, the
the-
steering is. I'm used to steering bikes, but it's
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's
It's
your
different action,
that's your
which is why I
pivot
started
point.
heading towards that Honda.
Yeah,
Where's the pivot point? So it's there.
yeah. So it's right in the middle.
So it's actually like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, see that's the problem being a cyclist. I'm just going like that, which obviously didn't really have any effect. Hence
yeah. That's
the,
not going to work.
There's a Honda approach you quite quickly. At the
Yeah,
moment.
that was exciting.
I'm going to go over there, turn round, and then come back, and I'm
Okay.
really going to try hard not to hit anything. But
Yeah, please try hard not to hit anything.
it's,
There we go. Oh, doesn't she look sweet? Oh, like a pro.
there we go. I think we've got it sussed now.
Yeah.
And the mic spoke too soon. Hey, I can't get it in gear.
Whoa, whoa, stop. There we go. Quality.
It's unbelievable. Actually, the steering is at its lowest.
Yeah, you basically think yourself around bends
I think I'm just
when you're at
roll
speed.
down here.
Yeah, that's about as well as it rolls.
Finding it in.
No, it's the CVT. There's so much
yeah.
drag on it.
Right.
There we go. She seems to be running all right. So next challenge is drive to the NEC in Birmingham. It's about 55 miles, I think. Got lots of tedious dual carriageway again. So I'm not sure how much of it will film. But yeah, I better chuck my bags in and get on my way. So, Mr. Jono, what did we make of that?
Bloody horrible.
Oh, thank you.
It's because it's really counterintuitive. I'm used to driving cars and I'm used to riding bikes. And you're sort of doing similar things, but not quite the same. So you sort of, where's the foot brake? And then turning the handlebars is a different move.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to brake, and then just because I'm just not used to it, but it's really,
Yeah, it is different.
Obviously, on the return journey, I was a little bit better, but my God, I wouldn't want to go on a road on it, let alone halfway
Yeah.
across the country.
Travelling down dual carriageways at 60 miles an hour. But anyway, I'm glad you had a go. And,
Yeah, so am I. I never want
no.
to do it again.
now we shall carry on to Birmingham. Ooh, the glamour. There we go. We're leaving Peak 2CV. Thank you, Mr. Transit Man. And we are beginning the 53-mile journey to the NEC. But this is Wirksworth in Derbyshire. It's just absolutely lovely here. So it's always a pleasure to come and visit Jono at Peak 2CV. Not all of Derbyshire is beautiful. We're quite close to Derby at the moment. And I was kind of hoping the rush hour traffic would have gone away by now. But apparently it has not. Well, here we are, blatting along the A38. We're cruising at about 55. It's a nice speed. Keeps me at the same pace as the trucks. Sorry, my mount's wobbling here again. Actually zinging along nicely. In terms of temperature, it's quite mild today. Not a great sign given it's getting on for mid-November. But at least I'm nice and warm. This pipe just behind me is belting out hot air from the engine. That should feed a demister for the windscreen. But if I keep that window cracked very slightly open, there's enough air circulation, it keeps the windscreen clear. As long as we're travelling a decent lick. It doesn't work around town. Yeah, we've still got, let's just have a look, fire up the phone again. 30 miles to go, it's going to take about another 40 minutes. There we go, NEC, the National Exhibition Centre, here near Birmingham. Right, now we just need to find the halls. Well, here we go. This is us. And I think we're going to go with Tuck over here. Go. Now you can have a rest, old girl. I'll take you off. I'll show you where we are. So this is Hall 4 here. This is the end of Hall 4. Look, there's the vampire jet car that almost killed Richard Hammond. There's quite the thing. And we're up the stairs from Hall 5. So this lovely bus, an old Birmingham bus on the number 11 outer circle. A bus route very familiar to me, even if the bus is a little older than I'm used to. So this will be Hall 5. Be lots of my friends in here. Hall 5 tends to be the more interesting stuff. The foreign cars tend to be in Hall 5. So really looking forward to that. So Federation Village, the Great British Car Journey are going to be on the Federation Village. So some of the cars I saw at the museum yesterday and that you'll see in a future video will be here. But I need to get my drip trays out and then I need to jump on a train because I'm going back home to bring Giselle in. So we'll have Giselle here, the GSA. Steph's Proton will be here, and then Matt Furious Driving's Volvo 740 will be there, and that will be us. That is where we're going to be. But we made it, 250 miles. The weather's been absolutely horrific. My Invicar that was clean is now absolutely filthy, but I might leave it. It proves she drove here. She was not trailered. So I'm going to pack her up, take my bags, get on my way, and hopefully I will see you at the weekend if you're able to get to the NEC. It will be very nice to see you. Giselle will be packed full of merch, so we will have stuff to sell because obviously I can't pack very much in Tuck. So calendars, some of the t-shirts, not a full range, we'll have everything with us. So yeah, there we go, we made it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I shall see you in a future video or in person here. Farewell. Crusty.